After a lengthy struggle, King Hor-Aha has managed to unite the twin kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt and proclaimed himself Pharaoh over all Egypt. As a sign of his absolute sovereignty and the establishment of this, the first dynasty of Egypt, Hor-Aha has ordered the founding of an imposing capital at Men-nefer, from which he may govern this fledgling nation. Because of your family's many generations of faithful service to this land, Pharaoh has chosen you to be the architect of this splendid city. Because the capital is the very symbol of our kingdom, its citizens must enjoy a quality of life heretofore unknown in this land. To this end, you will eventually need to trade with other cities in the realm and to provide a higher standard of education for at least some of your citizens. You must also build a sacred mastaba tomb for the city's nobles.
Alright guys, welcome back to my Pharaoh Let's Play. This is Chintzswaan and today we're going to be building a capital at Men-nefer. This is an interesting mission. It's a little different from the rest of them that we've done so far. We're actually building a monument, so we have ratings to look at, which we haven't had so far. We have only had population targets and maybe some basic targets and housing targets, but now we have to actually look at prosperity, culture, our monument building, as well as maintain this population. So this city is going to be a little different. It's going to have to be built for stability because we are going to need to go for a few years as we build our monument. And it seems very interesting. I actually really love the name of this king, Hor-Aha, and every time I play through this, I know we've reached Men-nefer, and then the king's name is said. And by the way, the guy that does the voice for these intros is very, very good. I really enjoy the emphasis he puts on it. Anyway, so we're playing on very hard difficulty. And guys, if you're new to Pharaoh or if you are a seasoned player and you want to play along with me, load up your copy of Pharaoh and play along and let's play together. So let's go to the city and see what we're dealing with. Okay, so getting started, basically we know what we're doing, it says, and you got to do it before we can think about higher education and trading with other cities. So I'll pause that and oops. Okay, so this is a bit of a larger map than what we're used to. And these reeds are used to make papyrus. I'm not sure if we get, no, we don't have papyrus in this mission. However, something for you to note is malaria only happens on missions or on maps that have these reeds with them. So that's one of the first things I look at is whether I will need an apothecary. And apothecaries send out a guy that fights malaria. And so if we have reeds, we will need an apothecary. If you're lucky to be on a map without any reeds, and it's usually those desert maps rather than these maps that are on the water, you won't need an apothecary because nobody will ever get malaria there. And we have a decent amount of, a little bit of farmland for chickpeas and barley. And for 1,500 people, this is plenty. Absolutely plenty. Now, let's check what raw materials we have. We have a clay pit, and that's about it. And a potter, and we have a brewery, so we'll have barley. And there's no animals that are going to attack us. Okay, so we will have to place our monument. No? Okay, it did say we were going to be having a monument, but that might be unlocked after we do some immediate goals, so making a house evolve into a spacious apartment. Which I think is the step up of what we did last time. And temples, Ptah, Osiris and Bust. I wonder who our patron is. Patron is Ptah. Okay, that's interesting. We better keep him happy because he will level our storage yards full of goods if we don't. And we'll eventually get to trade on this mission, it said. Oh, and great, we can see our ratings now. Excellent. So we'll need culture of 15, prosperity of 20, monument of 9, and a kingdom rating of 40. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause it here and think about a layout for this city. I'm not sure if I want to do a loop or if I'm going to try something a little different. But when we come back, I will show you what I've decided. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you this loop that I've decided to do. It's kind of like a cross. I was halfway through doing it and then thought I should show you guys what I'm doing. I have done this before just on a smaller scale, and I think I just came up with it. And this one here has got 6 on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. And 6 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've just done that all the way around. So I think there's 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be here, the next one. There we go. And you essentially go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that should create 6 on the inside. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like that's wrong. Looks small. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's right. It just looks smaller because of the way it's coming. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And finish it up there. Alright, so that's going to be our loop. Okay guys, welcome back. This is Men-nefer, as I've decided to create it. I don't know if this block is going to be a little too big, but we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and prioritize infrastructure as well as health and sanitation. But if he can't reach all the way around, that's okay. I'll just put extra firehouses on this side as well, and it'll sort itself out. Now, I've put our temple to Tar down. He's our patron, and I've got a shrine each to Bast and Osiris. I like it a bit thematic, and I like it when Osiris's shrines and temples are near the farmland, and I like it when Bust is usually somewhere around the houses, but here I thought, it's a little pottery industry, so she can stay there. And I've set up this area already for our beer industry, and I need to connect that by road, actually. I haven't done that, so I'll do that now. Oops, what just happened there? There we go. And I'll roadblock that off. So this way I have avoided slums as much as possible, so there shouldn't be any slums here. All these people will be fed, and they will provide worker access to these industrial areas around here. Now, one thing I did do is I put down these houses at the start on the outside, just so, as you can see, they're filling up first, so that worker access will be provided to these industrial zones. Otherwise, everything's just going to burn down, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a few more houses in. Now, I've left room for a bandstand. I might put a bandstand on this side too. So let me see what I can do. I think I'll do that, and I'll do this on this side. Perfectly fine. And I'm probably going to put some beautifications in the middle, but not right now, as our demons are really starting to struggle. And I'll save the game here. Men-nefer 1, just in case. Now, I want to start storing some things just in case we get a request. I can't quite remember. It's been a long time since I've played through this, so I'm not going to remember everything that's going to happen in every mission. And I can't quite remember if there are any requests. And just in case, I have put down some a clay pit and only one potter. That way we can store excess clay and excess pottery. I highly doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone ask for clay. But just in case, you never know what this game is going to throw at you. And once some barley comes in, I will do the same over here with some breweries. Now let's speed this up. Yep. Watch people, we probably won't get a harvest this year at all. And this is here for some granaries. We have chickpeas on this. I'll put down one granary. I didn't really leave the best amount of room, did I? Never mind. And I left this row here for shrines, just for desirability purposes. Probably shrines to Osiris. Okay. Oh, barley. Whoops. I forgot to create my barley storage yard. Please accept barley for now. So these cars can go. There we go. Just to get them moving, I'm not going to keep the barley in here. But what I'll do is I'll create a storage yard down this way for barley. Yeah. Barley and beer. And I'll go ahead and start making some beer. But I'm not going to distribute it just in case they ask. Men-nefer or some other city in the kingdom asks for beer. What was that? Population. Excellent. So it looks like we'll be able to support. Oh, it looks like. Okay, let's check the access here. The fire guy's getting all the way around. Great. What about the damage guy? He's getting all the way around too. Now the water carrier is not going all the way around, and that is not good. There aren't enough jobs. Low city sentiment. Hang on. Let's slow this down for a second. Why don't we put a water supply? No, I can't, because I want to put my bandstand there. Why don't I put one here then? There we go. No, paused. And 2 water supplies should be enough, but this guy should walk all the way. If everyone else can reach, this guy should reach, right? He's walking. Okay, maybe he just failed to go around last time. But that's okay, people are complaining that there's not enough jobs. So we will keep it like that for now. Alright. Actually, what I should do is store these chickpeas in a storage yard, just because, in case we get a request for chickpeas. So you're going to accept all the chickpeas. And you're eventually going to get maximum. And there you go, it's built perfectly to fit enough things. Let's see. Yes, I can. Alright, so we're just going to wait. Why don't you empty that for now? Because we don't want you accepting that, and you're going to accept all that. Excellent. I'll just speed this up and wait for a year to pass. Okay, so we did 31% unemployment, and here's me thinking we would struggle. So what I'm going to do, I've only got 208 devons. I'm going to expand my pottery industry because we're going to need it anyway. I'm going to put 2 more potters down. Now, I'm out of money. Oh, $4,000. We're fine. I was worried for nothing. Osiris ambassador displeased. Now, simply because we have a lot of money and I'm going to put down, we have the unemployment to sustain it. I'm going to put down temples to both Osiris. Oh, they're leaving again. Whoops. I really should look at that better. Okay, so it'll be fine. We'll be fine. They'll come back once they realize. I'm going to put a temple here and a temple to bust here. There. And I'm going to add a second temple to Ra. No, Ptah. That's the one. Right where the industry is, to protect and watch over our brewery industry. There we go. Okay, people, please come back. Don't have a mass exodus. People are leaving. Lack of jobs. Really? Only 4% unemployment. Come on, here's another work camp for you. Do we really want to put another work camp? Probably not. I will expand our brewery industry. There is trade on this map. I just can't remember what is going to be our trade thing. I don't know if it's going to be pottery or if we're going to make money out of beer. Excellent. People are no longer annoyed. I don't believe so. Or a little bit. We'll be fine. Okay, so because our goal was to make a house evolve into a spacious apartment and we already had unemployment, I've deleted some houses. That way I can feed the population and not have to deal with too much unemployment. And our flood was pretty terrible, but I'm not going to be wasting money on festivals right now to Osiris. And that's okay, we will live with a terrible flood for a year. Now we've made some beer, we have some pottery, so we should be able to start feeding these people once they go and buy. There we go, someone's gone and buy some. Okay, so desirability issues. I'm actually going to put in these medium statues. Medium statue here and here. There we go. Pretty. I'll put some gardens in the middle. How about that? Lovely. Okay. Now the people want entertainment, so I will put the bandstands in. Just give them one for now. But because we need a higher culture rating, we probably might need another one, and I'll put it over here. Let's go for a juggler's school. Jugglers can be trained near the beer. There we go. And I'll pop down a conservatory as well. Everything's just falling to the ground. That was a homestead, and that was my water supply burnt down. I don't even know how a water supply burns down. I don't. And now you want beer, so let's give them beer so we can get out of debt, because we need a kingdom rating of 40, and right now we're not doing very good on that. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, excellent. We got our first spacious apartment. We are in considerable debt. And our kingdom rating's at 20, so I'm going to need to sell some stuff. But luckily we have a lot of excess beer and excess pottery. But it doesn't look like we're trading yet. We need to make some papyrus before we can actually trade. So I'll slow it down. Now, in order to evolve these into spacious apartments, I needed to get perfect coverage on juggler stages. So I had to put down another 2 juggler stages as well as another bandstand here. And they needed access to a courthouse, so I put that down as well. Now, we want education, and so raw materials, reed gatherer, which I think I'll just hop onto here. I'll put down 1 reed gatherer and 1 papyrus maker for now, and a storage yard to collect all that in. And we are overproducing, but that is okay. Half and half. And I will put down personal mansion and draw a salary just in case. I'm going to put it right here. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's going to be dock trade, so I might not put it there. Put it here. There we go. 2 Devons a month, right, sure. Of course it's burning down. Like, there's 2 firehouses, why wouldn't it burn down? Alright guys, I'll stabilize this and speed up, and I'll come back when we get our next assignment. Okay, excellent. So we built some papyrus, we created some papyrus, and we built a school, which I'll show you in a second. So now we can trade with other cities, finally. I'll slow that down. I'll put our school here. a bit inefficiently. I forgot there were some houses there, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. And now we can go to trade. We will find someone. So here is our city, Men-nefer. We can trade with Pawajit, but they're only going to sell us bricks, which we need for our tomb, which we need to create. However, I really need an income right now. So let's go to someone. Papyrus. I have so many other things. We need to create excess papyrus. I honestly thought we'd get like... Okay, so I overproduced beer and pottery for nothing, but that's okay. I might kill some of these potters off and export some papyrus. Hang on, let's get a papyrus maker here. And one right there. And let's really start selling this papyrus. Our kingdom rating's at 14, which is so bad, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is for 2 months in a row, I'm just going to draw a very high salary just so I can send them a gift. Okay, so papyrus, let's export all of it. Please no one ask for any. What's our unemployment? 1%, it's fine. I might... and what are the gods like? Congenial and apathetic, they're fine. If we run into employment issues, which we are, I'm going to take off the papyrus and clay industry for a second. Papyrus and clay, pottery and clay, what am I saying? And that should help with unemployment. Yep, 6%, great. And so hopefully we can start selling some papyrus. We're in considerable debt, which means we actually can't build anything else. If you can see, out of credit, but that's okay. We will make some money. So we have, once I have 200, I'll be able to send a big gift. So I'll wait 1 more month. And so it didn't show us a pop-up of our next mission, but here it tells us to import some bricks so that you can build a Mustabar tomb. And we'll be doing that once we have some money. So here are our trade routes that we opened up. He's coming in and he just bought some papyrus. Not much, but some. Okay guys, look at this, a request for 900 beer, and we are producing so much extra beer because I thought we'd be able to sell it. So I'm going to go and dispatch that straight away. Oh, whoops, I completely forgot. I can give this back to the city. I completely forgot that I put up my salary to that much. So let's go back down. I'm going to give to city. 500. Just give 500 at a time. There we go. And I will dispatch those goods, so that should help our kingdom rating. And we're back nearly in the green. All I've done is actually I sped up until we sold enough papyrus so that we're getting out of debt. And there are some stability issues which I'll fix up once we're out of debt. Now, normally, if you're in debt for this long and your kingdom rating drops to 0, Pharaoh will come and kill you. But he hasn't done that this mission, which is great. So we're just going to stay in debt until we're in the green, and then we'll work on our kingdom rating. So I'll speed it up. Okay, so it looks like a neighbor has sent us gifts. Because your reputation in the kingdom recently increased, and that's because we sent 900 flasks of beer to whoever asked for it, Pawajit is going to grant us some bricks, so I will go ahead and accept that. And I had created a storage yard just over here to accept it. And now that we have bricks, we can start creating a monument. So I'll get back to this because my city is not yet stabilized. I'll get back to this once I've stabilized the city. All right, guys, welcome back, and we've stabilized. Yay! There's still some desirability issues here and there, but that's okay. As long as it's stable, we have a stable supply of food and 3 granaries full. I had to build another granary because the food in the storage yards just wasn't moving and these guys were getting stuck. Now, I've also expanded onto this side so that we can start importing some bricks and building a Mustabar tomb, and I don't want it connected to the main city at all. I want it to be its own little independent industrial section. And I've had to put down a few extra shrines for desirability, but they're also keeping the gods pretty happy. And thematically, I've put my Osiris shrines near the granaries and some Ptah shrines scattered around the industrial areas. Now, what I will do is, because we're finally making some money, even just a little bit, let's check out unemployment, 22%. We're going to need some construction guilds, some bricklayers guilds, and I'll put 2 down for now. And we're going to need to import some bricks. So I'll put, it's a really tiny Mustafa tomb, isn't it? I can put it, I think here is fine. Out in the desert, I think, is a great place for these. So I'll just put that there. And once we import some bricks, you're going to stop accepting bricks and just accept beer and barley. That's a lot of beer that we're making. It is a lot of beer, I agree. But because we have unemployment, it's fine. We can overproduce beer. People need to be happy. Excellent, everyone's moving. And if you right click on this, first workers need to clear the Mustafa site down to bedrock. More peasants from work camps could speed the levelling process. Excellent. So when the Nile or the farmland is flooded, these peasants will go and work on the monuments that are available in the city. Now, the reason I wanted this not to be connected is so that I can just build work camps that are never going to go work the Nile or the farms, and they're just going to be dedicated to working this little tomb that we're creating. Now, the peasants will also, peasant labour will also, why does that temple keep... Okay, this is the second time this temple has collapsed. Why? That makes 0 sense. I've had to rebuild it and I have no idea why. Everything else is fine around here. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna build it somewhere else. Yeah. Temple to Ptah. Yeah. There we go. I don't know why. Like, no other building in that area is prone to collapse, so I'm just so confused as to what's going on there. Anyway. How are the gods? They're fine. Excellent. Alright, so we're in debt a little bit, so I'm not going to import the bricks yet, but how many bricks are we going to need? That's a lot of bricks. Oh well. I will wait till we get some money, and maybe I'll get another reed gatherer as well, because there seems to be some issues where this papyrus isn't getting their reed. Are we selling enough papyrus? Yep, we've sold as much as we can for this year. Is that all we can make? Okay, well, I will wait, and then I'll get our kingdom rating back up as well. Excellent, a city requests goods to Chintzswaan V. Oh, village noble Chintzswaan V, to satisfy citizens' needs, the city of Naken requests that you send 800 seats of papyrus in 9 months. Helping Naken could bring us benefits later. Excellent. I have a feeling that if we help Naken, a trade route shall open. So please, take my papyrus. Or they might just send us bricks. Who knows? But I'm hoping the trade route opens. And we might be able to sell things like our beer and our excess pottery. Why? It's so random. Like, random houses here and there are on fire. I do love this game. I really do. I really love this game. It makes no sense, but that's part of it. Okay, so rubble from the bazaar and rubble from the water supply again burnt down. What the heck? Can you guys imagine just water up in flames? Oh dear, I'll just buy everything. What? Oh, do we already have Nikan? Oh, whoops. I thought that was a different city. Never mind. But now, before they were willing to trade 2,500, now they're willing to trade 4,000 sheets of papyrus. So we're going to be just fine. Here we are. I'm going to go open up the trade route to Pawadjet, and we are going to start importing some bricks. And now I don't want to import, I just want to import one storage yard full. That is 3,200. There we go. Okay guys, so I had to stop importing bricks because they cost so much money, and we actually went into huge debt, about 2-3 grand worth of debt for a little while. So what I'm going to do is start working on our kingdom rating. Now, as I said, normally you wouldn't want to let it go this far down. Pharaoh will kill you in other missions if people hate you this much, if the kingdom hates you this much. Our prosperity is great, even though we've been going in and out of debt. So who knows why that is. Now I'm going to start sending a gift, a lavish gift, and our kingdom rating instantly jumps up to 10. Now if I had enough money and I were to send another lavish gift straight away, it will not have the same effect. So once a year, every 12 months, I'm going to be sending a gift to Pharaoh, which will help us achieve the kingdom rating that we need. Now let's just check the gods while we're here. Check people's sentiments towards us. People love me. Excellent. I might look into taxing, but I'm not sure. Considering it's a short mission, I didn't really want to tax anyone. And considering this is nearly finished, it's only got 5,000 bricks. I might just buy these bricks. I might just maintain like 1,000 or 800 at a time or something. Now, you might notice my scribal school burnt down, and that's fine. I don't plan on evolving these houses further than this, and I actually don't think I can on this map. I think it needs dancer access as well. So I would rather just sell the papyrus that we make. Now, we have such a surplus of reeds, I could make some more papyrus, but I think we are overproducing papyrus nonetheless. Now, our pottery is nearly finished as well, so I'm going to go and put pottery industry back on. Where is it? Here. Industry back on. Clay back on. And that doesn't look like excellent. We're only 4% unemployed. So they will fill up our pottery coffers. Now, we have overproduced beer, and we're in debt. Great. But we have overproduced beer. However, I'm not keen on getting rid of these industries, so I'll just let them be like that for unemployment reasons. Now we're at 1,388 people. I might put some extra people down. Look how much those brick costs. So much. Let's not import any more this year. Because if we go into debt too far, it will negate everything we're doing to get our kingdom rating back up. But that's okay. And so much food. We have had such good floods. Anyway, guys, to satisfy citizens' needs. Excellent. Pawadjet requests that you send 1,000 parcels of barley. Please take it. Will you give me bricks as a result? I hope so. Anyway, I'll speed this up, guys, and if they decide to give us bricks, I will let you know. So, update, guys, not much has been happening. Our kingdom standing climbed a little bit. They did not send us any free bricks, however, so we've imported a little bit more, but that's okay because we have some spare cash lying around. What I will do is send a gift. I did take out a bit of a higher salary just for 1 month, and I might have to wait until I can afford a larger gift. That's going to be ages away though. I'll just send a generous gift, and that brings it up to 15. So this is going to take a while. I did also create a little bit extra housing just down here just to get our population up to where it needs to be. And we have plenty of food to support that. Excellent. Our muster bar is finished. O village noble Chintzswaan V. The last brick has been laid in place and the work of the muster bar is now complete. Excellent. What a lovely tomb in the middle of the desert. And we've imported way too many bricks. That's okay. We'll just keep the bricks there. Might create like a little garden area. We have some extra money. So, garden right at the entrance. There we go. And some gardens around it. And maybe some guardians. Small statues, maybe a cat guardian. I love the cat statue, I really do. But, I'll go for I do love the little rams as well. There we go, some guardians and a garden path to enter the tomb. Excellent. So I just have to work on our kingdom rating now, which is at 15 because I really neglected it. So this is actually going to be a long game of me sending gifts every 12 months. Yay, 20. So it's going to take about 4 more years. I'm just going to speed it up and I'll let you know when we're nearly there. Okay guys, so what I did here is it requires 200 demons to send a lavish gift, which will increase our kingdom rating by 10 rather than 5. So all I did was I took out 100 and then took out 40. They can get angry with you and lower your kingdom rating when you do that. Previously this mission, our kingdom standing did climb, however, by 9. And it's... Whoops. But if you're only doing it for a month, it's perfectly fine. So I will lower it back down to 2 and send a chest of sapphires to the kingdom. And that way it's 30. And I'm going to do that in 1 more year and then we'll be done. The city is pretty stable. I had to create a bit of a work dump over here because high unemployment and I decided to tax the people. It just wasn't going to work out. So I did create a bit of a work dump. I've kept the bricklayers guilds just to soak up some unemployment. And that's it. I will speed up until the next year comes by. Okay, so as you can see here, it's been 13 months since our last gift, but I don't quite have enough. So I'm going to take out 1 month of 100. Hang on, slow down, because if we go past the 1 month, they will get angry. There we go, February. And it's still at 30, so we're fine. And now I'm going to need about 80 to get to the 200 mark, so I'll take out 1 month worth of 80. Okay, so it's March. I will lower it down to 2 again. I will check that it did not affect our kingdom rating. And now that I send this gift, let's just have a last look at our city, because now that I send this gift, it will hopefully show a victory. Three. Where is it? Send gift. Dispatch a golden chariot. Victory! Yay! There we go, guys. That was Men-nefer. We struggled with debt for quite a bit, but at the end we made it to the victory screen, so let's go and see what he has to say.
Congratulations! You have built a capital worthy both of the living and the dead. And by developing trade relations with other cities, you have introduced your city to the world stage.
Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, please feel free to write them in the comments section. I will be sure to check them out. Positive or negative comments, whatever you might have, I welcome any kind of feedback, both positive feedback and constructive feedback. So, hope you enjoyed this. We will be moving on to the next city very shortly. And until then, happy Pharaoh gaming. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this Pharaoh Let's Play, why not consider giving the video a like and subscribing to my channel to never miss a mission.